so glad you could join me here today. Today we'll be doing a nice little interesting paint. I hope you could follow along with me. Let me run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While they're doing that, let me explain to you what I got done up here. I have my regular 16 by 20 inch canvas pre-stretched double primed, and I added a thin layer of the liquid white. It's very important, it's just a thin layer. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let me go into a little bit of crimson. I don't want much. There. Just blend it out. Don't mix with the liquid white. There, that's nice. You can swirl it around to get that nice soft effect. Just block in that color. Let's lift it up to right about there. Okay. Now, let's go into a little touch of the phthalo blue. Let's come up here, doing crisscross. Get that corner. Okay. Just like so. That's all you really need. You just need the basic foundation to be able to blend. Clean dried 2-inch brush. We're gonna come up here and blend where the two meet. So you don't know where one starts nor ends. Now, you can blend it as much or as little as you want. I'm going to blend it like this time. Go in circles. Little crisscross. And then go across. I think that gives off a better illusion. And then let me take off those brush strokes by just going across. Very simple. Now, let's go ahead and shoot. Let me go into ivory black. I'm using the brush I used to block in the color. Ivory black, sap green. Finally got cadmium yellow again. Okay, now let's lay in a foothill. So using the corner of the brush, just tap. Okay. Let's come up here. There we go. Okay. Now, tap down in order, or pull down in order to get all that paint settled. I want it to get lighter at the bottom though. And then lightly, what you want to do is grab it, lift it up, just to make it seem like there's tiny little trees in there. Damn, I gotta get that second angle going up again. Okay. Now, let's blend that out. Nicely blended. Okay. Now add a little bit of white. Just a little bit. Okay. And then blend it out. I got a streak right there. There we go. Now, I'm gonna go back into my ivory black And I'm going to fix up there. Now it looks like it shows you how this one's in front of the other. Just tapping. That's all you gotta do. Lock in that base color in order to be able to put more detail. Just tap it. Let's get it shorter around here. And just lightly, very lightly lift up. Lightly. There we go. And pull down. Pull down. Go across. Now, I'm going to go into some ivory black. Let's go ahead. Let's decide where some land goes. Okay. Just like so. Just blocking in that base. I don't care if it gets lighter or not. Going back into that black color. And just like so. Okay, I'm gonna tap just the beginning and the rest I'm gonna just block it in. So just like so, just tapping, and the rest just block it in. Okay, so we have something like that. Let's go ahead. Let's pick up some sap green, a little bit of cadmium yellow. Load up your brush full of paint. Let's come up here and just lightly. If your paint doesn't stick, you can add a little touch, and I mean little touch, of paint thinner in order to make it to stick. Because as you know, a thin paint will stick on to thicker paint. So those are the laws you kind of have to follow. Just lightly. Very lightly. Okay. Do it for the other side. Load up some more paint. Tap it into your bristles. There. Okay. You stop wherever you want the grass to end. You can bring it all the way over here. I'm just kind of deciding where I want everything to be. Okay? Just tap. That's all you gotta do. Tap, tap, tap. Okay? A little bit more paint. And then here, just a bit. Okay, so we have our land there. Let's go ahead. Let's block in some water. Clean, dry 2-inch brush. 1-inch brush. I'm gonna go into phthalo blue. Touch a little bit of sap green. I want this river to be dirty. Okay? Maybe a little bit of white. That shows you where you're at when it comes to color. Oh yeah. There we go. Let's come up here and maybe a little bit more blue. Nothing crazy. And that's still not there. A little bit more. You can always change it as you're painting. See, that's a bit more blue. I like that. Okay. So just pull that in there. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. Let's decide. Where does our trees live? I'm going to some ivory black. Just load up my fan brush. I'm using a number 6. Let's come up here. Let's decide. Maybe it lives right around here. Gotta make big decisions. Let's add some leaves. Couple leaves to it. There. If you want the leaves to be facing up, then the handle, when you're painting, the handle should be facing up. Think about it this way. Leaves up, handle angled up. Leaves down, handle angled down. So depending on how you have your handle, it's harder to do this. So just keep that in mind. Now, let's go ahead. Let's add a nice big old tree that has been here for a couple 100 years. It's a wise old tree. There. Couple branches. This tree has lots of stories to tell. Okay? Just a little bit. There. You decide how many branches the tree has. Okay? There. I think that's good enough. Now, let's go ahead. Let's add another tree. And I'm going to go with my 1-inch brush. Same old dirty 1-inch brush. Let's come up here. Let's add some leaves to this tree. There. Maybe a couple leaves here and there. But this one is less. This one, that big tree is an old tree. It's just hanging on. Okay. There. Now, let's go ahead. Let's mix up a brown color since I don't have brown on my palette. I'm going to alizarin crimson, sap green. More crimson than sap green. Mix it up. So pick up the pile and mash it down. A little bit more green. It's too much red. Pick it up. Pull it down. Now, let's go ahead, add some white. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's exactly what I was looking for. So, let me clean my knife off, cut a roll of paint. Let's go ahead and just highlight. Oh, that's gorgeous. I wish I could tube that paint up and sell it. I think it might even be better than dark sienna. Nothing against that color, but damn, this color is so pretty. Especially in person, seeing it, it might look a bit dark on camera. And I'm sorry, but man. Okay. Just adding a few little highlight touches where the light would kiss it. Okay. Maybe a couple here. There. You always have to have shadows and light, shadows and light. Let's get a little roll of, well, not a little roll, but a little bit of that paint mixture and add black to it. Ivory black. Add some white. Oh, gray it out. That's what I'm looking for. Maybe a little bit red. Just to flavor it. Shoot. Just like so. Ever so gently. Okay. There. Okay. Just a little bit there. Here and there. Okay. Now, we gotta highlight those leaves. So let me go ahead, go into straight cadmium yellow. Let me add a little touch of paint thinner. Little touch. Let's come up here ever so lightly. Just a couple leafy highlights. Leafy. I make myself chuckle a bit. Okay, few here and there. You don't see much leaves on this tree. It's old. It's on retirement. It did all its work. It provided all the fruit, all the flowers it needed to when it was younger. Now it gets to enjoy the view and watch it day by day. Okay. This one's the young fella. You gotta make up those stories. Help out. Now, I'm gonna go into some titanium white, pull it out flat, and let me clean my fan brush because that's exactly what I'm about to use. Okay, little bit of white, and add a few couple details that make you happy. I just want to make it look like a little river going on there. Shoot. If you're happy, I'm happy. Now, I'm gonna cut a roll of some white and just lightly, lightly. There. Okay, let me cut another roll. Okay, just like so. Now, let me go ahead. I forgot to highlight this other evergreen. How could I? How could I exclude it? So rude of me. Okay, some green color and just that bright contrast. I think it looks good. But if you don't like that bright contrast, you can do it darker. It's okay. Everyone views nature through different eyes. I might say in one painting I want it bright, and on another I want it dark. And it's completely okay. Completely okay. There's nothing wrong with that. One has to learn how not to be ashamed of how they think. Many are, well, not ashamed, but many are scared to speak up on what they believe. So they just view what others say. And I'm not claiming it's any of you guys watching, but if you believe something, do it. If you whether it's painting, whether it's starting a business, taking a job, if you are truly confident, who cares what anyone says? You just have to believe in yourself and yourself only. Because at the end of the day, it's easy to see the success, but it's hard to see the work that one puts in. And I'm just putting in a little bit of dirt. See, you have to be able to be there in the hard times, the bad times, in order to reserve your ticket for the good times. Can't just show up out of nowhere and try to claim your ticket. That's not how life works. And if you're pursuing something, I know I have a bit older um, audience, but if you're pursuing something and you really, really believe in it, it's never too late to do something. You can always do it. How I said, whether it's painting business, um, whether it's picking up an instrument, anything. Have that confidence in yourself to do it. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And I believe in you guys. You guys can do it. If I learned how to paint at such a young age, you guys can learn how to do anything. Trust me. Last thing someone would want to do is learn how to paint. And I'm over here teaching how to paint. Let's add a bush. Okay. Maybe right there. So, if you want to take anything back from this message that I'm trying to share with you guys, is don't be afraid to try something new, something that someone hasn't tried. You give it your best shot because you never know what the outcome could be. You have to always try. You can't give up halfway. When astronauts are leaving Earth's atmosphere, They don't stop halfway. They go all the way. And that's what one has to do. You have to be able to care a little bit less than what other negative thoughts. I'm not saying ignore everyone, but you have to learn how to prioritize yourself rather than others. Okay, a little bit of ivory black. And let's go up here. I actually want to connect the two. We'll make it we'll make it work. You guys know I'll find a way to make it work. Okay, just tap some highlight on. There. A little bit more cadmium yellow. Okay, let me blend it. Let me add a little bit of dirt. Highlight that. Okay. And finally, connect the river. And I think that's it for today's painting. I don't see uh, more for this. I think it's perfect the way it is. Okay, let me fix up a couple of details because I know you probably want to get off already. Okay, and with that, we have a completed painting. I really hope you enjoyed this video and try this painting out. It's a nice little simple painting that a beginner could do. I like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video.